Hi, my name is Joe, and I smell good. Thank you for clicking on this video. Today I want to talk about something I've been learning about so far with perfumery. It's a term called sillage. Sillage is defined as the degree to which a scent lingers in the air. You can think about it as the trail that you leave behind when you're walking, and different scents are designed to do different things, and that's what I want to talk about in this video. I think one of the most straightforward and easy to understand examples of sillage, it comes in the form of Dolce & Gabbana's light blue Italian Love. The thing I love about this fragrance is it is a grapefruit bomb start to finish. So the sillage on it is massive, as you can imagine, because it's a citrus fragrance. It's going to be really expansive. Everyone's going to smell this. I actually wore this at my second wedding reception that we just had post-COVID. Part of the reason why is because it was outdoors and it was kind of warm, so I kind of knew that this would be a great fresh thing for people to smell on me when they gave me hugs. And the sillage is phenomenal on this. It follows behind you. It smells excellent. It's just really pleasant, but it does have a lot of projection in the sillage. Another form of sillage that kind of took me by surprise when I smelled it came from this 1 Million Lucky from Paco Rabanne. The thing that's interesting about this is the degree to which it differs in the trail from when you're smelling it right up close. When I first sprayed this on me, I was in my office. I sprayed it on and it struck me as like a really pleasant Honey Nut Cheerio scent. So it has a very sweet, nutty sort of opening, and when you get right up in it, that's what it is. There's another note underneath that that's plum, and I didn't recognize that at first because it was just too overwhelmed by the honey and the hazelnut. I walked out of my office to go get a glass of water, and I came back in after about a minute or two, and there was a smell in my office that I couldn't identify. I'm like, wait, what is that? Now, I've gotten a whole bunch of fragrances and I spray a lot of them all the time. I'm spraying them constantly just because I'm so intrigued by this. So I smell this and it smells completely foreign. It smells different to anything else that I've smelled so far. And I'm wondering, what is it that I sprayed? So I start going through all of the stuff that I sprayed recently. I start spraying it, wondering, no, is it this, is it this, is it this? No. Finally, I figure out it is actually the 1 Million Lucky. And the thing is that there's a sillage that's on this that is completely different to my nose to the smell that you get on the skin. So the smell that people get behind you is that plum, and it is beautiful. It is a delicious smell, but it's only something that you get when it's kind of expansive. It's out in the air. You don't get it up close. You have to actually be away from it to get it. And that's an interesting concept for me in perfumery, the idea that like the best way to smell a fragrance would be from 20 feet away or 10 feet behind a person as they're walking. Might be one of the most interesting ways to smell someone's perfume or cologne. I'm still new to this, so I may not know the ins and outs of every designer and niche house and what their strong suits are, but so far my experience with Paco Rabanne is that they are sillage monsters, which from what I understand about them, they're very popular clubbing fragrances. So I have not really been in very many clubs. Do I look like the kind of person that would be cool dancing in a club or even standing around in one? No. I got this, Paco Rabanne's Invictus Legend. This is a completely different smelling fragrance than 1 Million Lucky. They're both pretty sweet compared to a lot of the other stuff that I have, but this is another one of those things where I smelled it and then very quickly realized that you get a completely different thing when you're away from it. And I think this is an even more pronounced version of that from 1 Million Lucky. This to me is one of those situations where you don't really understand this fragrance until you get away from it. But when you get away from it, when you let it breathe, it becomes something completely different, and that's really enjoyable. I think sillage adds a dimension to wearing fragrances that I hadn't really thought about before. I mean, you think about room filling scents and things like that, but you don't really think about how a scent is different in the trail and the air behind you from what you smell up close. I think that's a really interesting thing to consider when wearing fragrances. I think it's kind of a fun aspect to me because it's one of those things where someone might smell something and start going, what is that, what is that, what is that? Kind of like I would with the 1 Million Lucky, and you go, oh, that's me. and then they smell you and they're like, no, no, it's not it. And you're like, no, no, trust me, it is, it's me. So if you encounter that situation, just point them to this video. And if you found this fun or entertaining or educational, please like and subscribe. I know everyone says that, but it really does help. If you leave a comment, that also really helps with YouTube's algorithms. Plus, I'm really a small channel right now, so there's a good chance if you leave a comment, I'm going to respond to it. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Have a good one. Now that the jackhammering has stopped, I'm going to re-record some of the stuff I did at the beginning. I think one of the most straightforward and easy to understand examples of sillage is actually in what I wore. Oh, damn you.